الرحيم إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم.
Jazakallah khair. I'm really sorry.
No problem. I was having sleep anyway.
So those who disbelieve, whether you warn them or you do not warn them, they are not going to believe. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sealed a cover on their hearts, on their hearing, and on their sights. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ, and they will have a severe torment in the hereafter, inshallah. Yes.
Two things.
Yeah.
So first of all, it's me. So the ayah number 6 and ayah number 7, the format or the font size is different.
What do you mean?
So the first line looks very small, but the font of the 7th ayah is a little bit bigger. It's just a format issue.
No, this is
Nothing to do.
Computer thing.
Okay. The other question which I have is Ghishavatun.
Yes.
What does Ghishavatun mean?
Ghishawa is a cover.
Cover.
Yeah. You know, we said a little bit about this last time, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يُغْشِي اللَّيْلَ النَّهَارِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covers the day with the night. Or He talks about the Ghishawa on the hearts and the... So this is a cover. And we mentioned something that...
Ghash.
Yeah, you know, so when someone faints is
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, now
yeah. So, and khatama is sealed.
Sealed. Yeah.
You know, it is...
Chapter close.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sealed their hearts. They, in other verses in the Quran, it says, they see things, but they do not, they look at things, but they don't really see it. Or they hear things, but they do not listen to it. So they, you know, it doesn't matter what you do to them, they are not gonna. And it's not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided that these people will be deprived of His mercy on His own. They have done something which indicated that they are not going to believe. So there is, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the just, you know, al-adil.
And all-knowing.
And
all-knowing.
And all-knowing. He is not gonna, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَنْ يَظْلِمَ النَّاسِ. He is not going to do any injustice to people. So these people have made that choice, that they do not believe. Yes.
And it is addressing the people. For them, the hujjat was itmam, like it was itmam and hujjat.
Exactly.
That made them like this, because it is not for a general rule for all kuffar.
No.
It is for the one who knew the Prophet, just like they know their sons.
Exactly.
Okay, but they still didn't believe. He has lived all their life in between them, and they still didn't believe. So their hearts were sealed.
Exactly.
The rest of the kuffar, we can't, generally apply it on them, because somebody who didn't know Prophet, somebody who didn't know the message, is not under this ayah. It's under this ayah is only concerning those people who have seen Prophet, and they still didn't believe in him.
The example for this is Fir'aun. Fir'aun in the Quran, it talks. The Quran says that he knew that what Sayyidina Musa is giving him is the truth, but he chose not to follow it because he didn't want to give up his kingship or status. So that's exactly what you're saying, is that this verse is for people who realize that this is the truth, but they chose not to follow it. You have a question?
No.
Okay.
And I want you to maybe revise that last time. I really, that point really stood to me. Like, Sam'ihim is singular, and
Yes.
then Absarihim and Qulubihim is plural. Yeah.
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 Well, the example we mentioned is that we are sitting in this room all together. We are 8 people. So if I say something, every one of you will think of it in a different way. And that's the qulub. Qulub here is used as the tool that we think of with. So when I say something, everyone will have his own, way of thinking about this. So these are different, and everyone looks at the same thing, but they see different things. Brother looked at this and saw that one word has a small case than the other word, right? Others did not see this, and so on. So again, it is mentioned here that these people have different minds, different sights, but in this room, if someone says something, we all hear the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Our interpretation might be different, but we all hear the same thing. That's why he mentioned Sam'ihim is mentioned as a singular term, while Qulub and Absar are mentioned as plural. Everyone has his own heart, everyone has his own sight, but all of us have the same hearing. We all hear the same thing. Okay? So we're going to stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakumullah khair. So,
Anybody has got any questions?
Yeah. I can ask.
All want to
We
recite?
are just finishing. If anybody who is joining us online has any question, they can either write it up in the comments, or they can open their mic and directly ask Dr. Hadara. Jazakallah khair. So,
I have a quick question, but general question. When we read just one ayah like this,
yeah.
do we have to say Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim every time?
That's a good question. The recommendation is when we start reciting the Quran, we say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. This is because it says in the Quran, وَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ. So the scholar said this is recommended, that before we start the recitation, we say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. When we are in a group like this, and we are reciting, I start reciting, and brother continues, and so on, then we need to say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم only once, at the beginning. And the rationale behind this is that when we say it first in the beginning, we have satisfied the condition, and also we have given the indication that our recitation is continuous. It's not everyone is reciting for himself. We are all gonna get the sawab of everyone who is gonna recite. Okay. So that's as far as the A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, usually you say it in the beginning of the surah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. I don't need to recite it when I am in the middle of the surah. So for example, if I'm reading this, I would say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. If you want to do it, to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, or do not say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, this is okay. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, we have to do it in the beginning of each surah, except Surah Al-Tawbah. In Surah Al-Tawbah, we don't say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tahir, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. The last walahum adabun azim.
Yeah.
Some people recited walahum adabun azim.
La.
What's the, yeah, tell why, so that they understand.
Well, there is no harf mad here.
And why, what's the meaning? Meaning would change or no? La mean no. Walahum different.
We have, you see, we have to be very careful about how we pronounce the lam. Because the lam can mean because of, or can mean negative. To negate something, you say la, but you can use la without the alif in the beginning of the word to say because this is because what? Because of this. So we have to pronounce the lam as it is written. Here, there is nothing after, the haruf al-mad are alif, waw, ya. The lam here is not followed by alif or waw or ya. So I would say, وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ.
So just wanted to recap. So
Yeah.
just suppose you have said A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So we are not supposed to say it again.
Yes.
We are fine, right?
Yeah.
But just suppose, like when I started Surah Baqarah, with ayah number 1, I said Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim,
Yeah.
and then I read 1 to 5.
Yes.
But now after 5 minutes, I'm reciting 6 and 7. So do I need to say Bismillah now?
Yeah, because if we interrupted,
Yeah.
this is an interruption.
Yes.
We said that we recited the first 5,
Yeah.
and then we had time to say other things
Yes.
in discussions.
Yeah.
So when we start 6 and 7,
Yeah.
we are starting a new recitation.
So I will say
So
Bismillah.
you say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم,
Hmm.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Or what if people are continuing,
Yeah.
if someone again repeats A'udhu Billah, Bismillah, then say there is nothing wrong.
There is nothing wrong.
These things are
Recommended.
adab. These are not halal and haram and those sort of things. These are adab. Like, there is, even God tells about when you are facing the Kaaba, it's not the, important thing that you
ليس
face
البر أن
toward,
تولوا وجوهكم.
from Mashriq wal Maghrib.
It's not superficial things that we look for.
Yeah.
But it is, well,
In the essence,
It is
I can.
at the end, if the Prophet ﷺ used to do something, then we have to
Of course,
follow.
yeah. That's what Hazrat Umar said, like when he was, kissing the
Hajar
Hajar
al-Aswad,
Aswad,
yeah.
he said, you are just a stone, you can't
Exactly.
take me anywhere,
Yeah.
it's just Prophet.
So we need to follow the Sunnah, and we need to be careful about the recitation of the Quran because, sometimes if we do not follow what you are saying is when the scholars have different opinions, then it means that there is no strict rule regarding it. But when they are all agree on one thing, then it's better for us to follow.
It becomes more important.
Yes.
That sums it up.
Jazakallah.
وإياك إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Jazakallah.